I wish my allergies weren't acting up. I thought I cleared my nose before I got on stream, but I guess not. But let me put. I'm listening to Old School Drake. If you don't know what Old School Drake is, it's when he actually didn't suck, bro. It was it was fun back in the. Um, hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta find the thing. I gotta find the thing that doesn't make it like go into another song. Because if I do that, then it has a chance of like lagging and fucking shit up. So I think this is the one I was listening to earlier, but it doesn't have all the songs. But it doesn't really matter right now. That's not what this shit is about. It's about some shit I gotta say. And this shit is gonna be super fucking real right now. Because there's a lot of things that are on my fucking mind. And it doesn't really pertain to the stream. It just pertains to like a lot of shit. Like I was just like I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch and all that shit, and like I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you saw what I did, but you know what? I don't feel like playing on my Titan right now. I don't know if you saw what I did, but I put like, I'm gonna be like a Twitch girl and do the duck face and grab my titty. So like, I took a picture with a duck face and me grabbing some man boobie. Like I did that shit, and I'm okay with it, and I think it's funny, and I'm just letting it all out. And like some people know like the struggles I've been through since year one because they've been here for a minute, and then some people don't know them struggles. So I'm sitting here on Facebook, and I see a friend of mine. He just posted a picture with him and his son and how he's happy, and his son's like in a diaper at 3 years old. First of all, like potty train your kid, dog. Your kid should be potty trained about a year in, like a year and a half tops, unless they have like actual problems with it. That's a different story. I'm not trying to father you. I'm just trying to say what you should do. It makes it better than your kid being 3 years old and still pissing himself. So he's throwing a bag in the air and he's like, "Oh, look at my son. He's almost 3. I'm so happy." Then this motherfucker posts, like, "My life's been so hard, and if there's a God or deity or whatever, like, oh, well, you ain't done nothing for my life but make it hard." And I'm like, hold up. People are like, fuck everybody and the sad shit that people go through for no fucking reason. Okay? You have a fucking cell phone about the age of 6 now. You have a fucking computer to yourself about the age of 10. You have like iPads and fucking Kindle Fires all on this age before you're even 12. You have girlfriends at the young age. Like, you have a house, and then then you're gonna complain and say your life is hard. Why? Because someone made fun of you on the internet? Fuck those people. Why you like? I don't understand like people nowadays and how soft and sensitive they are. Do you know what fucking problems really are? Like, do you understand what problems really fucking are? Like, he's sitting there complaining, "Dog, I can't see my kids. I can't even talk to my kids right now because I have a fucking phone." You can see your kid every day. You have a job. You're a full-time fucking chef. You have a place to live. You can pay your motherfucking bills. You got a car. Motherfucker, I walk or take a bus wherever the fuck I go. I've literally walked, and I do mean this is literal. I've literally walked 10.5 miles to get home from a bus station to go to fucking work. So I went to work, 3 hours on a bus, got off that bitch. There was no bus on a Sunday in my county, so walked that shit 10.5 fucking miles home. Like, people complain about the softest shit nowadays. Like, why the fuck are you crying? Why in the fuck are you crying over some fucking fuck shit? Like, I don't understand people no more. Like, like, what is the fucking, what is the thing? Like, what is so sad? What is so bad about shit? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't fucking get it anymore. And you need to realize that you have it a lot better. There's people starving right now. People starving right fucking now. I'm eating soup and tater tots most of the fucking time, dude. Because that's all I got. Like, a lot of people don't want to be out of work. They have no choice. A lot of people can't feed their families. They don't have no choice. But you're sitting on an iPod, a system, an Xbox One, and like all this other shit. So why the fuck are you crying? Like, it doesn't make any motherfucking sense to me. It just doesn't. And then I see people upset over the internet, like, oh, like, I hurt that person's feelings, so like, I'm gonna disconnect and not talk to them and not, you know, and like, it's like, really? So that's your solution. Your solution is not to fix the problem, but to fucking like let it go and make yourself the victim. You ain't the fucking victim. You're not the person who's hurting right now. You hurt someone else. Your obligation right now is to make amends for the shit that you did. Not feel bad and throw a pity party for your motherfucking self. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is insane to me. Like, literally fucking insane to me. Bro, everyone has fucking problems, dude. But I told you that everyone has problems, but some people have real problems. Some people go through a fucking struggle on a daily basis, man. Like, you don't fucking understand how fucking easy you got it. And I'm just tired of the people whining over the stupidest shit. Fix your shit. Don't put it off on someone else. Don't make them feel bad because you fucking up. Really. Everyone has problems. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Bro, you're living in the house. I'm a 2 week motherfucking way from homeless, dog. Here's the thing, I can't afford my internet, so I can't afford my internet. I can't afford to stream. I can't afford to stream, I lose viewers. I lose the people that I've made some connections with. It allows me to post YouTube videos on some shit like this. It allows me to show you what the real fucking thing is, and it's not all cupcakes, sunshines, and rainbows. It fucking ain't. Okay? And then my rent. Luckily, I have enough for my rent because I had a couple of donations here and there, and money I had left over from when I was working, right? I could pay my rent. I have a place to live. But then the energy bill comes in, and I have till the fucking 7th to pay that shit. But I can get an extension till like the 20-something, so I can figure that out. Luckily, there's no heat needed because it's cold as fuck in Florida, so I don't have to pay for that shit. Okay, and again, I can't see my kids. I can't talk to my kids, dog. My leg, you see my leg up in the fucking chair like a bitch. But I'm still here. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm not fucking whining. I'm not crying. I'm not blaming other people. Like, I put myself in this position. I did this to my fucking self. I played basketball. I hurt myself. I didn't get an education when I should have. I fucked myself. I didn't do the things that I needed to do to put myself in a better situation than what I am now. So I have to struggle. But yet people are complaining when they have it. Like, don't get me wrong. You can complain. You could be upset about some shit. You could be upset about how your life isn't perfect. But guess what, bitch? Your life is better than the majority of people right now. So stop fucking whining. Stop fucking whining and realize how fucking good you have it right now, instead of sitting here crying on some dumb shit. It's just, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to understand, and it's not like, oh, Joe, you don't know, bro. I've been in 3 foster homes. Like, I was fucking physically abused my fucking young life. Like, I'm not sitting here making excuses for myself. Like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not saying like, yo, I deserve more. I deserve more because I'm Mexican and I never had, like, I grew up poor. Bro, I know what it's like to steal. I've seen people shot, stabbed. I've been stabbed myself. I've been through the hood. I've seen my mom get her ass whooped, bloody the fuck up, man. Seriously, I seen shit I shouldn't have to fucking see in my life. But I'm not sitting here making an excuse for myself and other fucking people. And, like, it's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, it took me a while to grow up. I didn't grow up and fix my shit till I was 29. It took me till I was 29 years old to realize, like, hey, you're a pretty shitty fucking human being. You should probably stop being a pretty shitty fucking human being. And you know how I found that out? Because the girl I was with, who had my kids, whether she did some fuck shit or not, the girl I was with for 10 and a half years, I told her I hate her. And then she showed me what it's like to say you hate someone. She flipped mode after that. She was a complete motherfucking bitch. And you know what? If it wasn't for that moment in my life, I wouldn't have fucking switched up. I still would have been a dick. I was very, very self-centered, man. I'm still egotistical. I won't deny that. But, like, I'm egotistical, but I know when to ground myself. I know when to say, like, enough is enough. I'm not sitting here, like doing what I used to do and making sure I got my way whenever the fuck I wanted my way. So, stop fucking whining and realize it's not as bad. And if you're really upset about the people that you hurt in your life, go fucking do something about it. Go apologize for it. Go make up for it. Go say something and do something to make up for the fact that you're a shitty person, instead of blaming the fact that you are a shitty person on the other fucking person or on the people that have nothing to do with your life anymore. The fact that I was physically abused by my stepmom, that bitch don't have no fucking control or say over what the fuck I did or what I'm doing. I'm not on 360. I'm on the one. Those things don't matter no more. Who I am now as a man, what I do now as a man is a decision that I make as a fucking man. And people don't understand that shit, that they need to fix that and stop complaining about some shit when it doesn't really change anything in the fact that you fucked up. The things that you make, the decisions you make as an adult are the product of what you make as an adult. Because people don't understand that once you're out of that situation, you're out of that situation, man. You're out of that motherfucking situation. And the mods in here never change shit. Mods in here never change shit. Like I just fucking had it seeing all this crying shit, man. I just fucking had it. Again, before people are like, oh, you were sensitive. Like, I understand depression. I have depression. I made that clear that I have depression. I made it clear that I can get past those things a certain way. I learned how to deal with that shit on my own. But people sitting here make excuses, man. Like, you're like, oh man, like I could just keep going in on this shit, and now I'm not masturbating to titties today, man. Not today. I just couldn't believe to see that shit, man. Like, I just couldn't believe that shit. I can you tell? Like, I mean it. I can't believe people are gonna whine and bitch like that when they have it so good and they don't realize what it is to not have it good. And it's funny is because these people are my friends. I mean, I grew up with some of them. Some of them know me, and some of them know that, you know, what some of the dumb shit I did and didn't do. But some of them like understand what it's like now. And I've even had friends tell me like, I couldn't live your life. I couldn't live the life that you live because if I couldn't see my kids, like, I would fucking die. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like to grow up, to see your kids every day, to grow up with them every day, and literally never fucking see what they do again, to know nothing about them? Bro, I wish my kids would make a mess on the floor. You know how happy I'd be to clean up a mess that my kids made on the floor right now? It could be jelly, it could be Kool-Aid, it could be jam. I don't give a fuck if it turned the fucking the carpet pink for a fucking month. I wouldn't care because I would be so fucking happy that I could spend time with my kids and clean up that dumb shit that they just did. Because I don't know what it's like to do that right now. And that sucks. That fucking sucks, man. I think that when things get to me, and if you speak about them, that's how things get learned. That's how things change because people speak about it. The reason, like, and I've said this before, the reason why there is such a racially charged conversation when racial shit happens is because we don't talk about them. And when we do talk about them, it's with anger. And then when people don't know how to keep continuing that conversation without letting the anger get the best of them, we can't have a real conversation because of the fact of the matter is, you can't have a conversation because the fact of the matter is, you don't know how to have that conversation because you're too immature to have that conversation. If you really want shit to change, you gotta have those conversations no matter how uncomfortable they are, because that is what's really fucking going on right now with these people, our people, you and I. Like, we are divided because of society. I don't know you, and like I said before, I don't know you as a black person, I don't know you as a Mexican person, I know you as my friend, I know you as Johnny, I know you as fucking Jesus or Jose, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is me knowing you as someone else. It is society that tells me that, no, you are somebody different than me, so I gotta treat you differently. That's not right. That's not fucking right. So in order to have these fucking conversations where we get better at what the fuck we're doing wrong in America, we have to have these conversations without letting our emotions get the best of us. And we can't do that because we're fucking stupid. We're emotionally handicapped fucking people. Oh, someone what the fuck? Someone walked right by me. What the fuck? Where is it? I'm playing a laggy banner. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about this shit. Flags of religion keep fighting. That's what I'm saying. But without any real conversation, to realize, like, yeah, of course you're upset. Of course you're fucking upset because you feel that you've been slighted. You feel that there's things that are wrong and that no one pays attention to what's been doing that's been wrong to you. But the people need to understand you're not the only one that has to deal with this shit. You're not the only person that's been wrong throughout fucking history, dude. Like perfect example, Stacey Dash's comment was, we need to get rid of BET and Black History Month. And people take shit. People are like, oh, you don't understand. It's white people history all the other months. Okay, but if you're going to complain about diversity, you got to complain about Native American month. Indian people were slaughtered worse than black people everywhere. The Jews were slaughtered worse than black people everywhere. But that shit is not mentioned. You can't fucking say some shit about that when you're not saying shit about the other shit. If you want to have diversity, the word diversity means more than motherfucking one person, more than one people. You can't complain about making it all black and white, because guess what? There's more than black and white. So for the fact that you're saying that shit, how are you not racist for that comment? But the person that is saying that there shouldn't be no Black History Month is racist? Do you know how fucking small-minded that is to think like that? How small-minded is it to you to think that you are not racist because of that shit? That's what I'm saying. Where's my Viva La Raza month? I'm Mexican. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about my Mexican culture. Absolutely fucking none. Absolutely fucking none. I know more about black history. You know why I know more about black history? Because the majority of my friends were black. So I knew about that more than anything. I know the fact that slaves used to be sold for 4 fucking cents. I know that Harriet Tubman is the person that's taken the most slaves to freedom. I know that, hold on. I know about Frederick Douglass. I have black friends who don't even know who the fuck Frederick Douglass is. You know who Frederick fucking Douglass is? No, I guarantee you don't. Like, I understand more black culture than anything else because those are my friends. Those are the people that I grew up with. But I don't know shit about Mexican people. But you don't hear me crying about, we don't have a Mexican month. Because I don't think there should be any months. The fact of the matter is, we're all fucking people. And in order for us to fucking survive as people and get along as people, we need to stop separating each other because we're not separate people. Bitch, we're all human beings in this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying, Frank. You can't complain and say there's no diversity because there's no Black History Month, or because she mentions the abolishment of Black History Month, but you won't say that other races need to be recognized, other races that have been slaughtered and had it worse. You know why you don't hear any problems from Native Americans? Because there ain't that many. Because the majority of the Native Americans were fucking killed. You understand that? Do you fucking stand that? And there's more people than black and white people in this motherfucker. So like, that is ignorant as fuck for you to say some shit like that. But people won't ever say that shit. People will never say that shit because they made it about 2 different races, and it's not just about 2 different races, man. Look at Donald Trump made it clear that it's not about 2 different races. Saying all Mexican people are, killers and drug dealers and shit like that. But look, do you hear about that shit? Because it doesn't racially charge. It's not news. It's not something that'll make people get upset about something that there's more to it. People are so fucking small-minded and don't know how to read a book and realize that this shit is more than that. And it's fucking sad now. It is fucking sad. And I'm sorry to keep this, go on some real shit, but things need to be said, and it's gotta be said, man. Well, my dad's part French. My dad's part French and Hispanic. Like, his dad was French, my grandma was straight out of Mexico. So, this motherfucker. This is the comeback season by Drake. That's all it is. This is old school Drake before Drake turned into about the dumb shit. My dad's dad is part French, and my grandma is straight out of Mexico. That's what I said. My mom's mom is Mexican. My mom's dad, is Mexican. Both of my grandmas are named Mary. Both of them are straight out of Mexico. Like, I am legitly fucking Hispanic, bro. I know I don't look it, but I am Mexican. Really cute. I adore those. But I said this is, what the fuck? I said this is Drake's comeback season. This is Drake before Drake turned into some other shit. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about, but this is stream related. I heard said person say, that people are silly, and I know this is aimed at me. That people are silly to think that other people can't be like other people, that people can't have the same ideas. Oh, you mean originality? Is that what you're saying? That people who copy other people are still, that's their original idea? No, it's not. No, it's not. Those are people who can't come up with their own ideas, so they gotta take other people's shit. They gotta make other people's shit theirs. That's why stealing jokes is a bad thing. That's why stealing people's shit is a bad thing. I was just surprised to hear that certain person say that. Like, that actually caught me off guard that they said that shit. Hold on, this motherfucker's gotta die. Can you talk about math and not history? 1 plus 1 equals 2, but if you have like, hold on. And it's the predicament that you found Drake in. The condo that I just purchased sound vacant. See, like, I get that, Killer. I get that. But if you don't address the idiocracy, then how are you supposed to change it? You can't, like, that's the problem. You can't change it. So without legit conversation, no change can be made. So, like, for people to say that shit and no one to challenge it, it literally like okays the fact that they're stupid and that they're saying stupid shit. And I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be fucking part of that. So I've challenged a lot of things on my Facebook, bro. A lot of my Facebook is I haven't been on it lately, but before I got into Twitter and before I got into now Instagram and of course this, my Facebook was a straight shit talking university, and people be like, damn, I never thought about it that way. It's because you won't think about it that way because no one's ever told you to think other than what you know. You've never been challenged to think another way. So like I'm not saying I'm trying to change the world, but I'm trying to make it known that, hey, there's other ideas, there's other thoughts, there's other ways to do what you want to do, to get where you want to be. And in order for you to realize that, someone like me has to tell you that. I learned because someone that was like I am right now is telling me, hey, Joe, there's a different way. You can get there. You can do this. You can change. Wally, get online. It just depends how much you want to do it, man. Well, bro, don't even get me on the youth today. I'm so fucking glad my kids are not like the youth right now. Like, their moms kept them pretty fucking like secluded, which is not good, because when they get hit with real shit, it's gonna be hard for them. And that's what was hard for me, because when I got thrown into the hood. Like, I was in the hood, but I was out of it, you know what I mean? And then when I went to Salinas, California, I was in the hood, like tons of Mexican gangbanging. You know, I lived on Cedar Street in Salinas, and that's a horrible fucking street. That's a blue street. And then you go Acosta Plaza, that's where all the Reds were. And like, that was literally about 4 blocks away from each other. 4 blocks away from each other, and shit could get real like that. Shit could get real like that. I'm telling you, like, so like, I'm a little worried. Oh man, you know how many people I removed off my friends list because of how stupid they are? I can't explain how many people I moved off my friends list for stupidity, man. Tons and tons of motherfuckers have been removed off my friends list. I got my fucking cousin I don't really know. You know what the fuck he said? You know what he posted? He posted a picture, okay? He posted a motherfucking picture of a car accident, and everybody was dead but the little kid. You see their guts all poured up, they're all over the kid, like the kid's bloody and shit. And he's like, praise Jesus for saving the life of this kid. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Praise Jesus, because there's a car mangled, and his parents and family are mangled all over him, but praise Jesus? Because that little kid survived that fucking horrific shit? Are you fucking stupid? And I went in on him. Like, I was like, no, like, no, that's, no. I was like, that is nothing to do with Jesus. That has nothing to do with God. And if that is God's work, that is a cruel fucking way for that kid to grow up. That kid now has to go to a motherfucking home. And then maybe he'll get adopted. Maybe. Rest in peace, Carl. Y'all motherfuckers are stupid. Y'all motherfuckers are stupid. That's what's playing right now is the old school Drake before Drake turned into a bitch. That has nothing to do. Like I removed him so quick. I was so mad at him, man. I was like, don't you ever bring that stupid fuck shit to here again. Like, keep that shit away from me. I didn't even realize that was such a low light level. Oh, shit. Change. Bro, I had to go through some shit to get here, though. That's what people don't understand. I had to fuck up a lot. I had to hurt a lot of people. I'm not a good person. Like I'm like Vegeta, bro. Like straight. That's why I like Vegeta so much. I know what Vegeta went through. Like he was a dick and he only wanted what he wanted. He took what the fuck he wanted, and that's how I was, man. I took whatever the fuck I wanted because I knew I could. But then I didn't know that the repercussions for taking shit like that without any regard for any other people, when you lose that shit, you fall hard. And I fell fucking hard. I hurt a lot of people to learn the shit that I've learned. And I don't want people to have to fucking do it the hard way. So like, when I first started the channel, this is literally how the conversations went. I was real. I was talking about shit like this. I wasn't afraid to talk about shit like this. And I kind of wanted to get, I want to be a bigger streamer. So I cut out the shit like this and made it about the game and made it about helping people. And I can still help you, but I can still tell you, hey, you got shit on your nose. Wipe your nose. And Verzixa was here for that, so he knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I didn't go to college. I have not even finished high school. And I'll tell you why I didn't finish high school. Because I was told that my mom was going to die of cancer in a year. So I quit school and took care of my sister, my other sister, my brother, my mom, and her shitty fucking boyfriend. So at 10 years, 11 years old, 10 years, 11 years old, bro, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. I knew how to wash clothes, bro. Like I did everything, every motherfucking thing for my family. And that's why to this day, my mom tries to take care of me as much as she can, because she knows a little bit of my childhood was robbed. A little bit of my childhood, a little bit of it was robbed, bro. I spent my fucking younger years, but even doing that, like I told you guys before, I was being scouted for football. I was being scouted to play when I was in 7th grade for a high school team called Alisal High, because he said that he knew. He asked, like he followed me home because he saw me play football one day, and he asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, I want to go to UCLA. So he promised me that he would talk to the UCLA recruit because he knew who that was, and that's what I wanted to do in my life, because I initially wanted to go to UCLA so I could be a cop. That was my actual dream, was to be an officer. Obviously, things have changed. So, a little bit. I try not to, like, I love my mom, dude. I love my mom, but I had a lot of my childhood robbed, son. Like I said, like my stepmom beat the bejesus out of me, so my mom got me out of that situation. So I love my mom for getting me out of that situation. But at my mom's, I had to learn how to become an adult. I didn't go to college. I haven't even finished 11th grade. I'm technically a high school student. And I can't get a job because of the fact that I don't have papers showing that I'm smarter than the equivalent of the 11th grader. You guys know that shit, but random ass people don't know that shit. So it's really hard to prove some shit like that when you don't have the papers to people to say that. What's up, Bearded? This is a real conversation right now. Fuck your hammer, son. What's English? English is this language that we speak to communicate with what the, that we use to communicate with other people so we can get things done. That's what English is. What up, Big Cat? For those of you who have been in here listening to me talk about some real shit and I'm hurting your feelings or making your ears like really sensitive right now, I'm sorry, but shit needs to be said and I'm not afraid to say it. What do I think about math? I think unless you're gonna be like a rocket fucking science, you only really need to know addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. That's it. You don't need to know shit out. Why do I need to know why x equals y and y times 2 minus the x equals... No, I don't need to know that shit. Bitch, I'm not going to be a motherfucking rocket scientist. I'm not going to fix somebody's shit. I'm not going to do that. So I don't feel you need to know those things. I feel that education should be solely based on what you want to do as a career. So what do you want to do when you grow up should be what you can do as a child to get to that point. So like, I want to be a police officer. Let me learn about law. Let me learn about things that I need to learn about to be that particular thing. Not teach me shit that I don't need to know about. Because I was supposed to play with Finn, but Finn had to get off. I don't really, I mean, I love to smoke weed. I've said weed many, many times is not a, yo, fuck your life. Drugs are bad, okay? I don't think drugs are bad. I think weed is not a drug. Why weed was initially, like I said before, why weed was initially, really, that motherfucker, how the fuck did that get me all the way over there? In all honesty, what you do with your life is what you do with your life. So who am I to tell you what to do with your life? Like, it's your life, it's your spot. But again, people think about things in different ways because of what they went through. Come on, bruh. Challenge me, bruh. Oh, I don't have no more fucking ammo. There's nothing wrong with me. Do I have a career in mind that I still want to pursue? Yes. I would love to learn computer imagery, like, you know, how to make like broadcasting, like shit that I'm doing right now. I legitly enjoy what I do. Like, to me, this could be a career, but I need to get better at this because I am not fully equipped. I don't even have an overlay. I want to be able to do overlays. I want to be able to do transitions. So I would love to learn shit like video editing. I would love to learn shit like that. That's pretty much what I really want to do. So like video editing, computer programming, stuff like that. Because computer programming will obviously teach me how to do simple shit like an overlay. So that's pretty obvious that would be a quote unquote career path. But in all honesty, man, as long as I could pay my bills and see my kids, I really don't care what it is because I'm tired of not seeing my kids. That's what it is for me right now. I want to be able to see my kids. That's what I want to do, and that requires money right now. So I need money. So if I had to be a janitor and scrape some shit off the ground for a little bit until I can get in a different position, I'll do it. If it's something that requires me to do shit that I really don't want to do, I will do it because that's what I need to do to see my kids. Honestly, that's what it's about for me right now. I really don't give a fuck where I work. And what's crazy about that is, no matter where I've worked, every place I have worked, I've got a job, I've gotten an interview for a higher position in 3 months. Every single place that I have worked, I've gotten an interview for a higher position in 3 months. When I'll tell you the last 3 jobs, okay? The last 3 jobs. My last job was Walmart. Remember I told you I was taking a 3-hour bus to Walmart. So I took a bus to Walmart and then rode my bike home 10.5 miles from the bus stop because it didn't reach where the fuck I was at on Sunday. So every Sunday I had to ride that shit home. Excuse me. So every Sunday I rode that shit home, but I took a bus 3 hours, and then I finally said, because my daughter was really upset with me and said, "Dad, we don't see you no more. Where you at?" Like my daughter was starting to blame me because I couldn't see them when I was supposed to see them because, you know, I'm a part-time father too. I don't get to see them every weekend and every Tuesday for 2 hours, and then it went from every weekend to every other weekend. So when I transferred to the fucking store over here, they said, "Are you the guy that rides the bike to fucking St. Pete for work?" And I said, "That's a little exaggeration, but yeah, I rode my bike when I needed to get home, but I never rode it to St. Pete because that's a little too much." And he's like, "I would love to give you an interview for this position." So in 3.5 months, I had an interview for the assistant manager overnight position in 3 fucking months. Like I said, I've only been in the 11th grade, dog. I never been to college, but you could tell I'm smart as fuck. You could tell I'm able to use this motherfucking brain of mine, but I don't have the papers to do that. Went to Home Depot. I was just a cart pusher because apparently that's all I was capable of doing. And then as they met me and talked to me, they realized this motherfucker is smart. So I went from a cart position, pushing carts and shit, to what's that shit called? Power tools and whatnot. I didn't want to work there. I wanted to work in lumber. I wanted to lift heavy shit. At one point, I was lifting 4x4s with 2 fingers on purpose. I'd go like that, just to fucking make, like, to me that was my gym, because I didn't have a gym and I was always working at Home Depot. So I was lifting 4x4s by 2 fingers, dog. I was lifting 40 cements. I was lifting pallets of cements into people's shit by myself. Like, I got so fucking strong working that job. So I ended up working building and lumber materials in fucking Home Depot. Then a position came up for the manager position in lumber, in motherfucking lumber. And he's like, "Well, to be honest, we're not going to give it to you just because you don't have the experience, but you can apply for it." And I was like, "Wait, so I can't do this because why? Because I don't have experience? How the fuck am I going to get experience if I'm not allowed to work the job? Obviously, I'm capable of doing this and learning all this in a matter of 2 months, and I can't do that position." That's another thing that bothers me about society. Society will never give you a chance until you've already proven that you can do it. How can I prove that I can do it if I'm never given that motherfucking chance? It makes no fucking sense. It's literally going from the finish to the start instead of start to finish. You're going backwards in life because they want you to be here before you can get there, but you can't be here unless you've been there. So that doesn't make fucking sense to me. Best Buy, they fucked me over. Like I told you, Best Buy, I was supposed to be an actual regular position employee, but the guy, which is Tonton, who's like I'm cool with, he apologized and shit, and he thought that Jose, the guy who got my position, was in fact me, Joe. But obviously my name is not fucking Jose. Just because I'm Mexican, bitch, doesn't make me Jose. So excuse me. So he he met me again. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Let me fix that." So I ended up going from getting a regular position to another position, then apply for another position, and this is literally what happened. Then that position was filled, and they ended up making me a seasonal motherfucker. But I was told I was most likely going to be kept because how hard I worked. But I wasn't kept. I was not kept. Obviously, that's why I'm sitting here looking for a job. I mean, I'm not sitting here looking for a job right now, but you know what I mean. You know what the fuck I mean. So, no matter where I've been at, man, I can excel because I put my mind to it. And anything in life is about putting your fucking mind to it. If you want to be somewhere, you got to put your fucking time in. You got to work for that shit. Hold on, this motherfucker. What the fuck you doing? So that's just what I've learned from being an old ass man. Like I don't like the fact that I've struggled. I really wish I really wish I could turn back the clock, man. I was so good at sports. Like, this is not an exaggeration. I was so good at sports, okay? I even remember her name, Heather Derry's mom. She went and bought me shit. Discreet, man. No, that's the thing, though. I could learn something just from being shown once. I have that ability to learn something just from being shown once. The only problem with me is remembrance. I can't remember how to do it if I don't constantly do what I'm being told. You ask me what I think about math. I think math only should be taught to people who want a career path using that particular math. Why should you learn some shit when you don't need to know that shit because you ain't gonna use that shit? The fact that I don't remember algebra is because I'm not using fucking algebra right now to work at Best Buy when I'm just lifting boxes and selling shit to people who want to buy shit because they have a lot of money. That don't require an extreme amount of math. I had to add up how much Xbox One was, how much a controller was, how much a Kinect was, and how much the game that they wanted to buy for it. That is it. I'm very capable of doing that particular math, so I don't need to know all the other shit because I don't need to know the other shit. But for me, it's about repetition of actually doing it. Just like when I work out. When I start working out, I'm fucking beastly. Even from the day one, bro. I did 260 push-ups my first day. You know why I did 260 push-ups my first day? Because in my mind, I'm still able to do 260 push-ups. Plus, what I was doing, 375 a day. So in my mind, I can still do that shit. It's about to me, it's about repetition. One of my favorite sayings is be business ready for business. Be business ready for business. Like if you're prepared for anything in life, you're gonna be prepared for what shit comes your way because you know what to do when that shit hits. Yeah, I don't need to use algebra to kill people. Definitely, exactly. So I've always had this mentality that if you're ready to get shit done, when that shit comes, you'll be able to take advantage of the opportunity that you're given. Because opportunities come in life all the fucking time. And it's whether you have the knowledge and the know-how to take care. Not take care, but take advantage of those opportunities. And that's what I was saying. I was so good at sports. I had vice principals picking me up, taking me to and from school. Literally picking me up to and from school, buying me fucking gear for my sports. Okay? That's literally what my life was consisted of because of how good I was at sports. Like those movies you see where people get extra, pretty ass treatment, that was me. That was fucking me. And I fucked it up. And you know why I fucked it up? Because I didn't have any real role model in my life to tell me how to take advantage of people who really want to help you succeed. The fact that people wanted to help me wasn't enough for me at a young age to understand that was my fucking ticket. That was my way of getting to where I needed to be, and not to essentially use those things, but take advantage of the gifts and the help that people were giving me. I didn't know how to do that. I know how to do that now. As you can see, like, if you were here when the stream first started, it was shit. My stream was shit. I wouldn't even watch my stream. And I have the stream, but I had to make it better so I could do what the fuck I need to do. So what did I do? Even though I knew nothing about the capture cards, even though I didn't know nothing about OBS, even though I didn't know nothing about the rain, I went and watched people. I read and watched YouTube videos. I don't know shit about, I don't have Photoshop, but I guarantee when I get that shit, I can already start using it. You know why? Because I prepared my mind to get ready for the shit that I need to do to get better at what the fuck I'm doing. And that's how you succeed. You put effort into the shit that you want to do in your life and not expect people to always do it for you. Like the perfect thing is when I wanted the little tabs for my thing, I told my sister, she's like, I'll do it for you, Jojo, I'll do it for you. It's like, I don't want to know. Yeah, I'm glad you did it for me, but what'd you do? Tell me what you did, because I want to know that shit in case I get bored of the Vegeta or the Captain America thing. I want to be able to do my own. I want to be able to be successful at the things that I want to be successful at. And I can't do that depending on people. That's why when people are like, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Because I can't financially afford what I need to do in order to get to where I need to be. So the best thing I could do right now is supply my mind with the knowledge I need, so when I get the money, I can do that shit. So I didn't know how the Elgato worked, like I said, but when I got the Elgato, I knew how to use that shit. So when I got, and then whatever I wasn't familiar with, I sat here on stream with you guys with the sound, with the video, with the delays. Like, you gotta teach yourself what you really want to do in order to get to where you really want to be. And I sound like your pops right now, but I hope your pops actually tell you some shit like this. I really wish I had a dad to tell me these things. Like I said before, yo, my mom taught me how to put a condom on with a motherfucking pull stake. Yo, that's real talk. My mom taught me how to put a condom on with a fucking pull stake. I'm not preaching. That's what Andy called me. Andy called me preacher. I'm not trying to preach. I'm trying to teach. And because I don't want you guys to have to fucking struggle, man. Struggling through life is not how anyone should have to fucking go through this shit. No one should have to go through hard shit, man. And it sucks that you do. And I'm actually going to do my best to put as much of this shit on YouTube, because I know I went in hard in the fucking first 30 minutes because it needs to be said. And people need to realize, like, shall I say Reverend Joe? I mean, it makes sense. Like, I understand what you guys are saying. Like I said, man, there's a lot of people who come on this stream and talk about frou-frou like bullshit and people ask these real questions and they give these bootleg bullshit ass like sugar-coated advice and answers, but I mean, shit isn't sugar-coated, man. Not for all of us. Not for all of us. It's not. And it sucks that I pushed it in the right thumbstick for that melee, because I still have Halo on the brain. Like Big Cat was around in year one. Big Cat's heard me get real like this. So, like, this isn't something that is foreign to me. This isn't something I have not done. It's just something that I chose not to do because I felt I couldn't, like I said, I felt I couldn't get bigger being real with a bunch of kids on the stream. So they realized, like, you know, life isn't this shitty. But after what I've seen lately, like, I don't really mind anymore, and I'm just gonna be vocal about this shit because this thing has no fucking aim. So, like, and I'm sorry I'm not playing too good, but like, I'm obviously holding a conversation about real shit right now, so it's a little rough, so if you have any, so what I want to do with my life, I'm gonna be very presumptuous in saying this. Very presumptuous. I would like to marry Finn. I think Finn is a very, very excellent woman, and she is special in a way that I've not encountered other women. Like, you know, she has her things, and we're working through them because, you know, she's worth it to me. But in all honesty, like, I'd really like to marry Finn. I'd really like to be with her. I'd really like to pursue my GED. I'd really like to get that done. I'd really like to learn video editing and production, as well as obviously a little bit of programming so I can do what I need to do for the stream. I want to be I want to lose weight again. Like, I put on a little too much weight to where I don't want to be, like, where I don't feel happy. Like, where I'm at is not where I want to be. And when I was looking at my old pictures, like, me and Finn were showing. Yes, life is not shitty, people are. That is exactly the problem, because people are entitled. People are so fucking entitled now. It's insane. I forgot what I was saying. So, like I said, I want to be in my kids' life. I want to be a positive role model for not just my kids, but for the people on the stream. Like, this stream was really important to me. At first, it was something that was mentioned to me because I'm entertaining, but then it became something more. It became something like that is literally ingrained into who I am. Like, it's a way to for me, it's a way to make up for not being around for my kids, because I have a lot of kids that come in this stream and they don't have positive role models. And I've heard many people, like, on here, I'm not going to call anyone in particular out, like, cry and be upset because they've been picked on, or they've been yelled at, or the girlfriend cheated on them, or the friend got with the girl. Like, these are all the things little people come in here and talk to me about. And I'm like, why don't, it's kind of sad, and I'm not trying to call people's parents out, but it's kind of sad that these kids come into a chat and speak some real shit like that and take advice from some random dude on the internet. So at least I'd rather be I'd rather it be me giving some good advice than some motherfucker giving me some shit ass advice. Maybe that's a little too egotistical, but that's what I'm saying. Like on serious note. So I think I hurt Finn. I think I scared Finn or hurt her feelings. Maybe both. I'm not sure. Like David Wells, my right arms like Holiday. So I'm probably looking at 8 to 12 for just tossing one of my close friends a bag of chips. Shit, I know they want me locked up. All I need is some weight, my scale, some money for bail, a little booth at the club for the whole cartel, nigga. My drink, my smoke, a bird on the thing about, I can tell you this. The thing about this, I can tell you in all honesty, no matter how many plans you make in life, those plans do not always go as way as you fucking planned them. Because life is a bitch. life is a bitch. If everything went as their plan, I'd be playing football right now. I wouldn't be on a stream. I'd be cracking someone's fucking head in a Super Bowl next week. If that was, my mom would be dead. My brother would be in prison still. Like, life changes so fucking much. You're never honestly gonna know what your life is gonna be. So all the plans I had as a kid aren't here. Some of the plans I had when me and my ex broke up, they ain't here. My plan was to be back to 240. I dropped all the way to 290 from where I was. I was 446 pounds. Like I said, 446 pounds at one time. And that was when me and my ex first split up. And I had to get weighed. And I was dying. I was taking 18 pills. I think 18 or 21 pills a day just to survive. So having a plan isn't always gonna fucking be what your plan is. I know what it's like to feel like you're fucking dying on the inside, mentally, physically, emotionally. I know what it's like to thrive. I know what it's like to be on top. I know what it's like to be on the bottom. I know what it's like to be stabbed. I know what it's like to bury a person. I know what it's like to watch someone die. I know what it's like to I know what it's like to be in a fucking shitty situation, foster care, abuse, fights. Yo, I've been in more motherfucking fights than you've had girlfriends. I guarantee that. That's how much I had to fight to survive where the fuck I came from. I've been in more fights than you had girlfriends. I promise you that. And it's like, plans aren't always gonna be what your plan is. So like, that's why I always say, be ready. Make yourself wise in what you want to do, so when you get that opportunity, you could take advantage of that opportunity. And always be mindful of who and what is around you, and who and what is going to give you that opportunity. Right now, I could be telling you something. I could be giving you an opportunity to think a different way, to take a different route. And unless you realize it in your mind, you're not going to be able mentally to prepare yourself or change the things that you need to change to make your life better for yourself. And I don't mean, now I sound like a preacher. Now I understand why you guys are calling me preacher. And I'm just telling you because you might be listening to some real shit right now that might change your life, and you might not. I've helped people. I literally, when I lost my 446 pounds, when I went to California, I was there for 3 months, 446 pounds. I came back 330 something. Everyone, because I used to host barbecues at my old place with my ex before. We had a 4-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, fucking cars, 2 dogs, a pool, shit was encased. We had everything we ever wanted. They would come over and they'd have like 5 TVs set up in my big ass living room. 5 TVs around the motherfucker. We streamed that shit. We would stream fighting games from my place. Okay? They saw me at 446 pounds. When I came back, my boy Jason picked me up from Tampa Airport, right? We went from Tampa Airport to my boy Brian's house. And they're like, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, really? Y'all don't really recognize me? Like, for real? They're like, Joe? Barbecue Joe? And I'm like, yeah. I literally inspired, and I'm so proud of this, I literally inspired all of the Tampa Bay FGC to lose weight. They actually kept a weight tracker counter on how much weight was lost between all the people in the FGC. This is literally what happened. This is not a joke. This is not me boosting myself. This is literally what happened for me losing weight. And there was over like 1,000 some pounds lost between all the people, bro. You know how fucking that good? How good that makes you feel to know that I inspired that many people? You can inspire, even you can inspire people every fucking day in your life. Every day in your life. You can inspire your brother to do better, your friend, your girlfriend to try different things. That was, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, your girlfriend to try different things. Like, you can inspire so many things in life if you just have a positive attitude, because people ain't used to having positive attitudes around it, because the world is so fucking negative now and so entitled. They don't know how to handle when somebody gives them positive shit. So don't be afraid to be positive in a negative ass world, because you know what, in all honesty, the other motherfucker is gonna come out on top at the end of the day. You might struggle a little, you might have a little bit of problems, but there's gonna be people around you who see how good of a person you are, and those people are the ones that are gonna appreciate and want to be around who the real person that you are, and that's someone who contributes not just to themselves but other people, and that is honestly really, really fucking important. And no one's ever gonna tell you that, because people are too fucking selfish. And I'm gonna die. I'm not even trying to get the spark, just for the record. Really have no fucking desire to get the spark. Wait, look how late he died. Look how late he fucking died from this. I love this fucking song. This is the shit I used to just sit here and listen to forever, man. Old school Drake just makes you fucking think. Now it's like, fuck shit. Excuse me. It got really quiet all of a sudden. Plans are, I didn't even see that, killer. Plans are for nerds. I just wake up and just breathe. I think you gotta have a little bit of a plan, man. You gotta have, like, maybe not a plan, but a goal. Like a goal in life. I wouldn't say a plan, but a goal. Oh, motherfucker. Like, I have goals. My goal, like I said, is what I want is to marry Faye. What I want is to have this stream be successful. I have goals to be in my kid's life with more than a telephone call. I think it's important to have a goal. Maybe not a plan, but something to look forward to in life. When you wake up and you don't have anything to look forward to, there's nothing you really want to do. Like, what are you living for? People lose purpose. You don't want to lose purpose, because life is already shitty enough. My fucking allergies are pissing me off. You can think what you want, but I think you've been watching too much BT Uncut. You need to get real and check out my real life. I ain't a tip drill, don't care what it smell like, but if you feel like putting all your notions aside and talking to a real nigga, I gladly oblige. First name Fonte, I be pleased to date you. College educated, got degrees and papers, but I'm from the South where if you ain't snapping or rapping about trapping. Bro, I'm not even playing this fucking mode. Such an anomaly, speak so well and talk so college. Such an astonishing contrast to all the bullshit you've been following. On behalf of them, my apologies. Maybe with me, I keep pushing the right thumbstick into bash people and it's fucking right bumper. Because I ain't dumb. Shit, I'm well read like sunburn, and after me you never leave no stone unturned. We know what you're thinking, love. If you think we out smoking and drinking, love. Push your big whip chains clinking, love. But y'all don't really know me like you think you know me. We know how you speculate, thinking we gon' hit your friend if you object today. Claim we're early and be showing up extra late, love. Yeah, but y'all don't really know me like you think you know me. Motherfucker.
Shit. My bad, y'all. I can't even really drop the rest
Charging the spot.
I ain't paid Knife for the beat yet, so you know, I don't want to anger that man. Shout out Knife. Shout out to Elzai.
Why did it get so quiet?
Ready. Take it. Double kill.
What up to 40-40? I ain't want to take Drake, so you know his job is
Enemy has the spark.
still my boy. You know. Shout out to Oliver, man. Dude, you're just on some next level shit. I'm trying to catch up.
Enemy runner approaching the
rim.
rim.
My socks out next week. So shout out Inquiring Minds. Shout out to Matt Barnes.
The
Really, bro?
Ignited your rift.
We about to take the vibe back. We about to slow it down. End of the tape on that shit. So, this for y'all.
I'm about to go to Xbox 360 if Fenn doesn't want to play.
Spark charging.
Me and you so crucial, baby, and that champagne so fuchsia,
Heavy ammo
baby.
on the way.
Do
Yep.
things that you ain't used to,
One of the
baby.
things I've been told a lot, Frag, is I have too much pride. And I hate being told that because if it wasn't for pride, I wouldn't have lost that weight. If it wasn't for pride, I would never do I would never try as hard as I do for my kids. Like, to me, pride is what has made me who I am. Like, it's made me a lot stronger person. It's made me able to. Did they seriously fucking score again?
Ignited your rift.
Good God. So, I really hate when people say that shit. It's one of the more annoying things I could ever hear.
I confess this address to you, and I'm the postman looking for a slot to put it in. With no New York number, mom's still upstairs with 2 floors under.
Bitch.
Satisfy your urge so you don't wonder. Yeah, I know it's
There's good pride and there's bad pride. I would like to disagree with that, but
Ignite the rift. Run. Ignite the rift.
let's go. Slam it. Dunk it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna like Big Bang attack anybody anytime soon. But I'm saying pride is the reason I have succeeded in the things that I've done. Whether they're small, like not as beneficial to other people and other people wouldn't consider success. Like they are things that have helped me grow into a better person. So like when people say like your pride's too much, that's why you, no bitch, like to me I'm here because of that. It's like, and it is different for everyone. It's
Your runner
people
is advancing.
people consider it different things on why they do what they do. Obviously I'm still humble, but I'm not afraid to get in your face and tell you, yo, you full of shit. Like, and shit, I missed that. I didn't miss that one though. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Charging the spark.
This lag is real. I can't breathe.
Spark is available.
I got it. I got it again.
Taking the spark.
I got it. I got it.
Hearing the rift. Run.
No! No!
Learn from this. Heavy ammo inbound. Spark
Wait, Finn, did I say something that was weird or something? I don't think Finn's listening to me. I told Finn if she wasn't going to play, then I was going to switch systems. She just ignored me. She hurt my feelings.
The spark has arrived. Stop the enemy runner. Enemy runner advancing. Enemy runner stopped.
Hold on, my music stopped. Hold on, the song's messing up. Get better internet, bro. Get better internet.
Spark ready. Take it. Enemy has the spark. Stop them. Enemy runner incoming. Defeat is imminent.
She doesn't like me no more.
drove a nice car,
Enemy
you
runner
got a nice house.
She doesn't appreciate me, guys.
Strike out. I always wish I would've cared more. That's my only feeling inside whenever I get a song done. I'm scared that every girl I care for will find a better man and end up happier in the long run. Yeah, but when she not by my side and I hear that she gone out, it's like a shot to my pride. I don't care if she knows that's basically just a male ego speaking aloud to some real people, but you can bounce back. Go ladies, more records, more sex, more babies. Yeah.
My leg, bruh, my leg.
My wish is tired of missing you. I'm trying to make you a miss.
I'm gonna miss.